Hey guys, it's Lynn with Little Fit Nursery. I am here with reborn baby Clara. I just want to apologize to you guys because I feel like I'm a little bit behind on my videos, and I probably am getting this video out maybe a day or two late. But yeah, I just wanted to, go ahead and change Clara, and just given how busy things have just been super busy on a personal front. Just the kids are kind of have their own challenges. And, as you guys know, we got a cat over the holidays. So Misty has now been in our family for like almost 2 months now. But it's been a big adjustment. Even though cats, I would say, relative to like dogs, are not as much work, there's still a lot of work, compared to not having a cat. So, and then it just adds kind of more drama to the household. The kids don't always get along with the cat. And Audrey, who was like, wanted a cat so badly, I feel like she's gotten a little bit disillusioned with Misty, and she's, you know, yeah, anyway, long story, but suffice it to say, things have been super busy. And so I don't know I don't know if I might want to take a break from YouTube at some point or just do less frequent videos, but I am thinking about it seriously. But for today, though, I actually do have a topic to chat about, and I want to change Clara into this cute little romper from Tea Collection. But yeah, I saw a post in one of my kind of reborn artist Facebook groups about an artist who was dealing with a fussy customer. And so I thought this would be a good topic to chat about, because I think we've talked about in the past, I think I've made videos about how to be a good buyer, how to be a good seller, right? Things like that. But so basically the situation was, this was a custom order, and this particular customer was just, I think just a little bit particular, I think, kind of all through the order, wanted the hair to be a certain way. And I think the artist wasn't able to accommodate the original first choice of hair or hairstyle. So ended up doing something different. And then, and I guess the artist was just expressing had been just a very stressful transaction the whole way through. And now, fast forward, the baby's finished, and she's going to ship the baby. Now, this particular artist does not include the shipping fee in the price quote, so you have to pay shipping separate. And then this buyer, I think, was international, so I think was just a little bit fussy about the shipping method. And oh, look at Clara! Oh, she's so cute. Hello. I think I haven't felt like making videos as much too, because I am often covered with cat hair now. So the cat is not allowed into this room, but basically if I'm dealing with my dolls, I want to make sure I'm usually wearing like kind of fresh clothing, or like in this case, I didn't really hold her against me. I just kind of lifted her up and looked at her. So anyway, so what happened was, the lady got like really flustered about I don't know, just really particular about the shipping method. The artist packed the doll up, dropped it off to the preferred carrier for shipment, and then she got like a flurry of messages from this buyer, kind of all panicked and like worried that that shipment method wouldn't be able to get to her and all this stuff. So the artist was just kind of at this point feeling, I don't know, like a pit in her stomach, and feeling really uneasy about continuing with the transaction. So she went to the kind of the shipment office, and thankfully the box had not left the shipment office yet, so she was able to recover it back. And now she's like, kind of debating what to do. Should she give this buyer another chance, pick a different shipment method, or should she cancel the transaction? Should she block this buyer? I mean, she sensed the buyer definitely like really wants the baby, but at the same time, I think throughout the course of doing the custom, like the hair color wasn't like the buyer's first choice. So I think she was just debating, what should she do? And so, so she kind of posted this to the group. And I think the responses that there were kind of two responses that seemed the most popular. One was to give the buyer like one more chance. to kind of pick a different shipment method of her choice, or kind of offer the buyer that she can back out of the purchase if she's not feeling comfortable. And then, yeah, and then basically this artist would just give her a full refund. Or third, decide that she's not comfortable moving forward with the transaction, let the buyer know, and cancel the transaction, refund the money. So, what would you guys do in this situation? I think it does have, there are definitely some red flags. I think I understand these purchases are very emotional. It's a lot of money involved. And so, so people get really, I don't know, worried, I think, and nervous on both sides. And so I think, but I do think with the buyer, like, there are some red flags just with, I don't know, just I think the artist is just feeling really stressed out about the whole thing, and not having a good feeling about it. So I think that the risk of continuing at the transaction is the buyer could receive the doll, decide she's not happy, and there could be a chargeback or something like that, right? And then and she could be potentially getting scammed, right? Because there are some buyers who will do a chargeback, say the doll was not as described, or that they weren't shipped what they were entitled to be shipped. And a lot of times these situations, they side with the buyer, not the seller. So like eBay, PayPal, they're very friendly towards the buyer, but not the seller. So I think the artist is right to be very concerned. And it's hard though, because you've given, I if it were me, I would probably do kind of give this lady one more chance and basically say, look, um just kind of remind her, like, once the doll is shipped, it's out of my hands, it's out of my control how long it takes there. But are you sure you want to continue with the transaction? Are you sure this is the carrier that you want? Here's the price, here's how long they say it will take, right? And kind of just quote one more time, and ask the lady if she still wants to go through with it. And then if she doesn't, then refund her. But if she does, maybe just give her that, like, one more chance, because I think it would be very heartbreaking for this buyer to not have the baby after, when it's a custom order, like, it almost feels like you're pregnant because you're just anticipating and looking forward to getting the baby, and you're just so excited. So it's just hard if that gets taken away all of a sudden. So I get that. Um but yeah, so that's probably what I would do. But I don't know. It is a tough one. And I think probably more responses were, hey, red flag, run away, cancel the transaction, refund. And again, artists have seen a lot of different scenarios like this. But I do think, like, with buyers who are very finicky, it's hard to satisfy them sometimes. And if they're not nitpicking about the shipping method or about a specific feature of the doll, it's going to be something else. And if they get the doll, they might not be happy. So sometimes it's more reflective of the person, definitely not reflective of this artist's work. This artist is an amazing artist, like one of the tops. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. What would you guys do? Have you run into this before? Have you run into a difficult buyer, either with a doll, selling a doll in your collection, um, or selling, a custom order? I've been thankful that I have not run into that. Um, Actually, I have run into it a little bit with certain buyers with custom orders. What I do though is, and I've also had situations where it's like the payment plan, and then, they're paying like a tiny amount each time, and then the doll just never gets paid for. So for me, I took, I have a policy to have the doll paid in full before I will start working on the doll, because once I started working on the doll, it would usually take me, maybe a month or so to finish the doll. So I didn't want to be stuck with the doll and then have like all these payments outstanding. So that's generally how I did it. And then I would quote my prices inclusive of shipping, just to make it easier. I would quote my price based on where they were based, and give myself a little bit of cushion if they were international, just in case. But I always found that to be easier, rather than, and then I would just ship the method of my choice at the end, and always do insurance, always do tracking, right? I would always ship with the US Post Office as well. I haven't really done the other carriers. And so that's just what I did historically to kind of keep it easier and simpler for me. But I know everybody just has different preferences and different ways of running their business. And I haven't reborn in a while. I've just been sort of disconnected a little bit from the doll hobby. Although when I do hop on and get a chance to see my babies, I'm always very happy to see them. But life is just busy, and I'm kind of, I don't know, occupied with other things these days. So anyway, guys, that is all I had for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will just do my best to make videos when I can make them, but may not be able to stick to a schedule. I will try my best, but it's just been really crazy busy. Work has been crazy busy. So I am just exhausted at the end of the day, quite frankly. And the weekends are sort of my relaxation, decompression time, if you will. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Clara is going to say bye to her aunties, and we will see you guys on the next video. Bye.